50% off installation.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today, summer in Britain.
Back up!
Fire!
Come on!
Get back!
Stream the best of British crime drama on BritBox.
Moments and reactions to the high-stakes news conference.
This is NBC4 News at 6.
And tonight at 6, President Biden assuring the public he is not stepping down from the presidential race. Good evening once again, everyone. I'm Colleen Williams.
And I'm Kathy Vara. The president's ability to run again called into question during his debate 2 weeks ago, and it has continued almost every day since.
NBC4's Conan Nolan joins us once again live in studio to break all this down for us. Conan?
Well, you guys saw it, and certainly the White House saw it. The White House believes this was an opportunity for the American public to see the commander-in-chief and the leader of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization at his best. President Joe Biden talking about foreign policy, diplomatic relations. But it didn't start off well, and throughout the news conference, it was a tad uneven, such as the first question when the president was asked about his vice president, Kamala Harris.
What concerns do you have about Vice President Harris's ability to beat Donald Trump if she were at the top of the ticket?
Look, I wouldn't have picked Vice President Trump to be vice president, but I think she was not qualified to be president. So let's start there.
Presidency is the most straining job in the world, and it's 24/7. How can you say you'll be up for that next year, in 2 years, in 4 years, given the limits you've acknowledged that you have today?
The limits I've acknowledged I have?
There's been reporting that you've acknowledged that you need to go to bed earlier and your evening around 8.
That's not true. Look, what I said was, instead of my every day starting at 7 and going to bed at midnight, it'd be smarter for me to pace myself a little more.
And officials here are saying off the record that your decline has become noticeable. Hasn't this now, frankly, become damaging for America's standing in the world? Thank you.
Did you see any damage to our standing in my leading this conference? Have you seen a more successful conference? What do you think? Well, anyway, I thought it was the most successful conference I've attended in a long time. And find me a world leader who didn't think it was.
You earlier explained confidence in your vice president.
Yes.
If your team came back and showed you data that she would fare better against former President Donald Trump, would you reconsider your decision to stay in the race?
No, unless they came back and said, there's no way you can win. Me. No one's saying that. No poll says that. Okay.
This ends tonight.
If there was a question and an answer that probably caused some consternation on Capitol Hill, that may have been it, because polls do indicate that there's a real problem with Joe Biden's campaign. In fact, as soon as this news conference was over, the ranking Democrat on House Intelligence Committee, the old seat that Adam Schiff used to hold, he announced, Jim Himes of Connecticut, that he wants the president to step down and off the ticket. That means 16 members of Congress, 15 in the House of Representatives, and a U.S. Senator thus far, all Democrats, asking for the president to leave. Did it help the administration? You know what? According to the New York Times, they're reporting that who's the most elated about this? The Trump campaign. They believe that he did well enough to stay on the ticket. They don't want to change their strategy. They have one for this candidate, and they believe he's going to remain on the ticket, and they seem to be very pleased with it.
And they have that one headline, that gaffe at the top, that they will use over and over again. You couldn't help but notice at the top, while he appeared physically stronger, he had a cough, he had a tickle, and it seemed to throw him off his game a little bit.
Right. So much of this is performance.
Yeah.
It's performative. The president has had problems with that in the past. The laser focus on it after that debate. And that's part of the problem for Democrats. Will we see this throughout the next 4 months? At every time he is at an unrehearsed, unscripted event, are we expected to see gaffes of him not remembering names? Earlier today, the news was that he introduced Vladimir Zelensky, the president of Ukraine, as President Putin. that got some play. So that's part of the problem.